By the year 300, Christians made up roughly 10% of the Roman population. For nearly 3 centuries, they had survived as a marginalized, underground cult, gathering in hidden spaces like catacombs to practice their faith. Their growth caught the attention of Emperor Diocletian, who launched the Great Persecution. Roman soldiers systematically burned Christian scriptures, demolished meeting places, and executed church leaders. Constantine recognized that a decentralized, highly disciplined religious movement could provide the exact unifying mechanism he needed to consolidate the most powerful empire on earth. His crucial move came in 312 CE. Constantine marched his army toward Rome to confront his political rival Maxentius at the Milvian Bridge. According to imperial legends, Constantine looked into the sun before the battle and saw a cross of light, accompanied by the command, "By this, conquer." Acting on this vision, he ordered his soldiers to paint the Chi-Rho symbol on their shields. His newly branded army then marched into battle and destroyed Maxentius's forces. The following year, Constantine issued the Edict of Milan. This decree ended the state-sponsored persecutions and mandated the return of confiscated property to Christian communities. The Edict of Milan legalized Christianity alongside traditional Roman polytheism. It would take several more decades before the faith became the empire's exclusive religion. Constantine's initial pivot to Christianity functioned as the first calculated step in co-opting a loyal minority to secure his political legitimacy. This diagram illustrates his logistical problem. On the left, we see how the early church operated as a decentralized network of autonomous groups. A massive empire required a more centralized structure. He needed the church to become a standardized institution. These groups were merged into a rigid hierarchy, mirroring the Roman state. To execute this, Constantine pulled massive financial levers, granting tax exemptions to clergy and funneling imperial wealth into the construction of state-funded basilicas. He even intervened directly in theology. In 325 CE, he called the Council of Nicaea to crush internal divisions, specifically targeting the Arian controversy over the exact nature of Christ. Nicaea positioned Constantine as the divine arbiter of the faith. He used imperial authority to assist in standardizing doctrine into a uniform, state-backed text. His final logistical move was geographical. He relocated the seat of power to a brand new imperial hub, Constantinople, a city built without any pagan temples. Constantine executed a structural takeover of the faith, embedding the church within the administrative hierarchy of the Roman military and state. The final phase of this evolution arrived in 380 CE under the rule of Emperor Theodosius. Emperor Theodosius issued the Edict of Thessalonica. This decree took the final leap, elevating Nicene Christianity to the absolute sole state religion of the Roman Empire. This triggered the physical removal of the old Roman world. Ancient polytheistic temples were boarded up, their funding was stripped, and traditional pagan worship was outlawed. This era locked in a shift in the religion's standing. The Roman emperor now sat at the apex of the church hierarchy, legally and visually established as God's halo-crowned representative on earth. Which brings us to a dark irony. By 385 CE, just decades after surviving the Great Persecution, the newly empowered Christian state executed its very first Christian heretic by the sword. The 4th century ended with a Roman state that had successfully converted Christianity to its own administrative ideals, creating a union of religious and political power that would dominate Europe